Good morning. We are joined by fitness guru Leanne Ellington, who right around the corner is Thanksgiving, and she is here to tell us that we can maybe cheat a little bit and eat the foods we love.
Right. Well, it depends what kind of person you are. There's those people that they don't like to have a cheat meal because it kind of gets them off track, or maybe, you know,
throws them off their game.
Tempts them a little bit, exactly. And then there's those people, I'm included, that I love a good cheat meal. I think it helps me stay, it makes me feel like I'm not on a diet, and we'll talk about the benefits of that cheat meal as well. But so if you're in the first category and you want to have Thanksgiving and you want to enjoy it, but you don't want to go all out, a good little trick is to just keep a piece of gum in your mouth during the day, because 9 times out of 10 it's not the meal that gets you, it's the snacking and trying and sampling. So if you have gum in your mouth, or if you have just brushed your teeth, for example, it keeps you from getting all that temptation and going overboard on that.
Sure. Next tip, moderation.
Yeah, is just if you're going to do the snacking and sampling, kind of make it, methodical, make it systematized, or make it your strategy, so that you're not overeating, so that you're not ravenous when it comes mealtime. That's when we overeat, is when we are so hungry that anything in sight works for us. Makes
sense. Okay, now the benefit, the good one, the benefit of having the cheat meal.
Right. But I could go, we could talk about the psychological benefits of having the cheat meal, but I think I don't have to convince you of that. The physiological benefits of a cheat meal: when you're in a caloric deficit throughout the week, if we're taking a 7-day period, you're in a caloric deficit, you're going to create that calorie deficit that's going to create fat loss, right? Where there's a hormone called leptin, and basically it's a great hormone. It's your body is burning fat and burning a lot of calories when that hormone is produced. Double-edged sword though, because leptin is only present when you're in a caloric surplus. Okay, so if you're constantly dieting or deficiting your calories, you don't have that caloric surplus. So what you want to make sure that you do is, or the cheat meal helps boost that excess calorie, and then you're getting that excess supply of leptin for the week, so then when you go back to that caloric deficit, you have leptin, the hormone, in your system.
That's good. So you get your cheat meal, and then the leptin comes out and sort of, maybe not cancels each other out, but it boosts your fat-killing hormone.
Exactly. And then you go, so it's basically like deficit, 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 surplus, leptin production for the week, while you're deficiting it again. Deficit, deficit, deficit.
Now, talking about a cheat meal really quickly, Thanksgiving, I've heard that the meal is about 4,000 calories. Is that a cheat meal okay, or should you still cut it down but have that piece of pie, have the gravy, have mashed potatoes?
It's going to be different from person to person, depending on your goals and how sensitive you are to, all the different factors that come into play for fat loss. But I've read split research. I've read things that say the cheatier the cheat, the better, and I've read things that say the opposite. So it really is going to be one of those things. I would test it. Some people might do better with a big cheat meal. Some people might do better with one a week, one every 10 days, one every 2 weeks. It's one of those things where you're going to have to test it and tweak it based on your own body, because everyone's different.
All right, Leanne, we love you here. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Let's get a check on that weather now.